Have you ever wondered what it's like to go on a reading retreat? This weekend, I was invited by All Booked to go on their November reading retreat, and here's how it went. We arrived to the cabin on Friday night and were shown right to our room where there was all of this swag laid out for us. We were up in the Catskills, and how gorgeous is this cabin? Just looking around made me excited to read in all the different spaces. We then sat down to dinner where we heard from our chef for the night, Andrea, and from Suzanne, the founder of All Booked. We had all read the same book in preparation for this weekend, which was Mother Mary Comes to Me, and so our chef had prepared an Indian-inspired dinner to go with the book. After the meal, we all got changed into PJs and settled in for a group meditation. This was so relaxing that I immediately got in bed and passed out. Woke up bright and early on Saturday, excited to spend the day reading. We had a quick breakfast and then settled right in. This reading session was scheduled for 2 hours, so I decided to finish Heart the Lover, which I had already been reading prior to this weekend, and Catherine was reading the final book in the Ice Planet Barbarians series by Ruby Dixon. It took me about an hour to finish up my book, and oh my god, it made me cry so much. I'm sure they could hear me sobbing all over the house. Next, I wanted to start something that probably wouldn't make me cry because I was already all cried out. So I went for Next Time Will Be Our Turn, and I dove straight in. I was loving this book. I read about 25% before this reading sprint was over. Then it was time to join everyone for lunch downstairs before heading to our afternoon activities. The rest of the group went on a little hike, but Catherine and I decided to go into town and check out all of the stores there. We were, of course, most excited about the bookstore and this little coffee shop that made amazing cookies. There was also a harvest market in town, which of course we had to walk through. And of course they had all of these food tents, and I could not resist this gorgeous lobster roll, which I then ate by the fire. We were truly in heaven. It was the most glorious fall afternoon in upstate New York. When we got back to the house, no one was there yet, so we just admired how gorgeous this cabin was, and of course used the opportunity for some extra reading time. We settled in this outdoor porch, but I very quickly got too cold and moved inside. We had another 2-hour block of reading, and then it was time to get ready for dinner. As I mentioned, we all read the same book in preparation for this weekend, so during dinner we started our group conversation about the book, which continued after. After a few hours of discussing the book, we were all exhausted, so we decided as a group to do the masks that were in our swag bags. Then everyone else went to sleep, and Catherine and I decided to stay up late and continue reading our books. When we woke up in the morning, we couldn't believe it was already time to say goodbye. We had such a fun weekend thanks to All Booked, and I highly recommend going on a reading retreat if you ever get the chance.